Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be reviewing the season finale of season 2 of Singles Inferno. It's bittersweet. I'm so glad we finally got to see the ending, but so sad that it's done and we'll have to wait for season 3. So let's get on. Well, the first major scene is when we see Nadine and Jungwoo chatting. It's funny because they're both waiting for other people, but you can tell that they had like a friendship throughout the entire time that they were there. Nadine is waiting on Jin Young to come back, and Jungwoo is waiting on Silky to come back, and they're just having a really nice, friendly conversation and giving each other advice. But they seem really chill about it, which is great. So the next scene we see is so now that they're able to go off and have dates on their last day, Silky has a list of people that want to meet up with her. So the first person that Silky gets to go off with is to talk with Jin Young. So they go off and they meet and they have water. And they're just kind of trying to gauge and how to see how they're each feeling about it now that they're coming to the last day. Interesting, Jin Young kind of says, hey, like, how did you think when we were wrestling? Did you want me to win, or were you really rooting for Jinwoo to win? And she makes the point that, yeah, I wanted him to win, but at the time, but I also caught my eye looking on you. So they do say that they have interest in each other. She's saying that, she's decided on who she wants, but he's kind of showing that he's a little bit still undecided. And it's interesting, he makes the point that he's unsure about her because she's a student, but Nadine's also a student. So it's interesting that the two girls that he is most interested in are both students and they're both kind of still working hard towards their goals. The next scene is we see while this is happening, it's funny. So these two, Silky and Jin Young, are actually the two most popular people in this entire show. She's like the it girl and he's the it guy, because before I mentioned Nadine and Jungwoo were waiting on them. There's actually another pair of people waiting for both Silky and Jin Young. And it's Jungwoo and Minsu, so they're both also just having a friendly chat waiting. And it's odd because Jungwoo's never really talked to Silky since like the time they went to Paradise together. And that was way back in like episode like 2, I think. Never really spoke again. And you could tell like after that date she was really uncomfortable around him and hasn't really considered him an option. So it's kind of a waste of a conversation, in my opinion. And same for Minsu. Like Minsu, Jinyoung, for lack of better terms, kind of friend zoned her, and I thought she was okay with that. So I don't know why she didn't spend the last couple of days trying to get to know anyone else. So the next scene we see is like Minsu talks to Jinyoung and says she appreciates spending time with him. And then she ends up crying in her room, and I felt so bad. Like, I don't know, maybe she got her hopes up and thought that they'd be able to work it out. Terrible. I don't know. Just felt so sad, but at the same time, like you kind of knew, like for the last couple of days. I don't know why she gets so sad and emotional over it. Anyways, the next scene, they have their final day get together where they're all having beers around the bonfire, and we finally get to know what Sejong does for a living and her age. So she's 26, and my girl's a model, and all these guys passed over someone who models. I think she does like modeling for, I think, like a car company. Um, I think like BMW or something. And she does some like pretty big ad campaigns. Like, girl, she's so pretty and she seems so nice. And I think the first day when she was talking, like, she seems really interesting. She does a lot of traveling. Like, girl, come over and do some American dating shows. Like, she seems like a really cool person. Anyways, on to the next scene. So we're on the final day, and all the girls go to their spots. So the first two people to get matched up, we have So-yi, and Sejun walks up to her. And I don't know, I've never really seen any of the girls reject anybody, so I was hoping she would reject him, but she accepted. I hope they're not really together because, like, seems like she just did it for the sake of the show. I hope maybe she just went along with it because it's fun, but it doesn't really seem like they have much in common. Oh well, at least, she still ended up with someone. She didn't spend the rest of her time just miserable, pining over Yoonjae the whole time. Anyways, the next couple. So, Seo-won is there, and she ended up getting picked by both Yoonjae and Hanbin. And predictably, she picked Yoonjae to leave with. I think this couple can really work long term and be really happy together. They're so cute. And they seem just like a real couple leaving. Really mature and really happy. And lastly, Silky ended up being the Gia of the entire thing. She ended up having three people pick her at the very end. Can't say I was surprised. I kind of saw this coming. Dongwoo, I mean, he didn't really. I thought him and Nadine had a connection, but on their date in Paradise, it kind of felt more like mentorship. Since he never really went after her, she never went after him ever afterwards. So I get why he picked her. And Jungwoo was like sprung from moment one, so I knew he'd pick her. And Jin Young, I don't know if you remember from like maybe my last review or the review before. He always used to say that he likes girls who make him like more uncomfortable versus ones that make him comfortable. And I felt like he was really super comfortable with Nadine, whereas with Silky, he was always a bit more not uncomfortable, but felt more flirty. So yeah, he really likes her, and I'm super happy. Silky picked Jungwoo. He's just such a great guy, one of my favorite, really sweet. And like he got all teary eyed, and it was just like sweet, mushy moment. And like how the commentators broke into tears, like had me laughing so hard. Anyways, that was this series. This is a really fun show to watch. I really enjoyed myself. Definitely like a very different show concept than what I'm used to with watching these types of reality shows. Please let me know what you thought in the comments of my review. Let me know what you thought of the show. If you have any recommendations for additional shows you'd like me to watch and review, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a great day.